Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
They have three. It's my name. It's my name. Please open the Gemara in the Avdal Amud Aleph. Approximately in the middle of the page, Amar Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, Joseph, look here. Amar Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi is holding the line. Amar Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, חייב אדם לקרוא את המגילה בלילה, ולשנותה, to repeat the מגילה ביום, שנאמר, the Gemara is quoting a pasuk from the Mizmor that we say on Purim during the day. Elokai, this is Esther saying it, Ekra yomam velo ta'aneh, velayla velo dumiyali. Esther is saying, yes, Ekra yomam velo ta'aneh, you're not answering me. Okay, skip few lines. Like 4 lines, the Gemara continues, Daf Daled Amud Aleph, Itmar Nami, Amar Rabbi Chelbu, Amar Ula Bira, Chayav Adam לקרוא את המגילה בלילה ולשנותה ביום. שנאמר, למען יזמרך כבוד ולא ידום, השם אלוקי לעולם עודק. Interestingly enough, Rashi in the 2 Pesukim in the Gemara quotes, Rashi finds it necessary to explain the Pesukim. Look at the Rashi before. Esther is saying, Elokai Ekra. Look at the Rashi Velishnotav Hayom first. Zecher Lanes Shayu Zoakim B'Yimei Tzaratam Yom V'Layla. Those 3 days that everyone was fasting, they were praying Bayom or Balayla. This is how Rashi learns. Ekra, במזמור למנצח על הילד השחר, it's Tehillim 22, this is the שיר של יום הפורים, שנאמר על אסתר. Rashi says this chapter was on אסתר במסכת יומא, למה נמשלה או למה נמשלה אסתר כילד השחר. Now look at the Rashi at the end of the page. יזמרך כבוד ביום. You realize the Gemara chose psukim that hint that the Megillah has to do with a song. יזמרך כבוד, and before also אלוקי יקרא יומם. Says Rashi, יזמרך כבוד ביום ולא ידום בלילה. Says Rashi that the second pasuk of this, so the first pasuk was from chapter 22 where Esther is praying. The Haikra, this the second one is במזמור ארוממך השם כי דילתני, right? They're saying it in the morning, מזמור של חנוכת הבית, במרדכי ואסתר, והמן ואחשוורוש. ארוממך השם כי דילתני, I'm praising you Hashem, that you uplifted me, you saved me. Says Rashi, וקריאת המגילה שבח הוא, שמפרסמים את הנס, והכל מקלסים לקדוש ברוך הוא, and people are praising Hashem. So we do it. Here is one of the big differences between Ashkenazim and Sfaradim, based on Tosafot on the bottom. Look at Tosafot on the bottom. חייב אדם לקרוא את המגילה, 6 תוספות בלילה, ולשנותה ביום. אומר לי, ואף על גב דמברך זמן בלילה, אם לא יוצא שהחיינו את נייט, חוזר ומברך אותו ביום. אשכנזי custom is that you say שהחיינו את נייט ושהחיינו during the day. Why is that? בעיקר פרסומי ניסה הווה בקריאה דיממה. וקרא נמי משמע, כן, נכתיב זה לילה ולא דומיאלי. כלומר, אף אגב שקורא ביום, even though I'm reading during the day and עיקר הקריאה ביום because the main part of the ness was during the day, חייב לקרוא בלילה. והעיקר, the main part of the miracle, הווה ביממה. כיוון שהזכירו הכתוב תחילה, וגם, unlike פסח שבועות סוכות that the main meal is at night, פורים is during the day, וגם עיקר הסעודה ביממה. כי זה אמר לקמן, ואם אכלה בלילה, if you ate the meal at night, לא יצא ידי חובה. Okay, so Tosafot are explaining it very interesting, but the real question is, where do you find that you say Shechianu twice? Yeah. What are you saying twice? I mean, by Sukkot, right? The second day, Yosef will say Shechianu and the Lulav, not the Sukkot. By Kiddush, you're saying Shechianu and the day and the Sukkah, whatever, but then during the day, you have a new mitzvah. The second day of Sukkot, you're not saying Shechianu again.
No, there is a.
What is the logic? What is the logic here of saying look a second in Shulchan Aruch? There's the Mishnah Berurah.
That's the logic.
What?
The Ashkenazim are wrong. That's the logic.
Where's Larry? Larry has to defend the.
There's nothing to defend. So the
Except you realize it's a look at 800 years.
I told you. How many times do I have to tell you?
Remember,
Better not to talk.
the opposite is right. Why should you? Of course, I'm giving you 5 answers. And then you ask, how come the Sfaradim are not? To make everyone good on the breakfast, you say always, what sounds good.
So the mitzvah is in the Yom, and that's what it was. Now, when I'm reading it at night, can I not say Shechianu if I'm reading it? So really,
He's asking now better question.
They use the right
If you
day.
say only one, so say
I'm going to pick up the Megillah and not say
say it only
Shechianu.
once, say it by Yom, that's the Ikar, that's the Sudah.
Right.
But I have a problem now. I'm reading that first time of the year.
Right.
That's it.
That's the logic.
Exactly.
That's the logic.
So that's how they got the.
Robert, what is the Ikar on this?
Remember, it shows you understand every time you have to make them a project like this. It's just like the Gemara. This is the major difference. You know, doing, you know, when I,
There is no
in the last way, or what?
There is no obligation to read it at night.
No. Everyone agrees you're obligated. We read the Gemara, Chayav Adam, לקרוא את המגילה בלילה.
They have deal like July 4th is the July 4th, right? They have deal, of course. But the night you have the fireworks on the 3rd, no?
That's when I say Shechianu.
Yeah.
That's true.
You say both things.
You know, they say that the priest was asking the Baron Tanai just have always. So interesting debate. He says, look, in every Jewish holiday, the main meal is at night. For him, somehow it's during the day. He says, why is that so? He says to him, I have an opposite question to you. For Christians, always the night follows the previous day, except Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Exorcism.
Right.
Yeah, but remember, the point is he says to him, because Christmas is done by a Jew, you do it like a Jew. For him, Haman, you do it like a Goyim. But you understand this? But yeah, we have a major question. We realize what you pointed out. Look at Shulchan Aruch Tav Resh Pezayin. תף ריש פי זין.
Inside 60.
let's read the Shulchan Aruch. חייב אדם לקרוא את המגילה בלילה.
Which sif?
פי זין, 687. סעיף א', תף ריש פי זין, סעיף א'.
Trapeze.
אוקיי. חייב אדם לקרוא את המגילה בלילה ולחזור ולשנותה ביום. copy it word by word from the גמרא, ושל לילה זה מנה כל הלילה, ושל יום זה מנה כל היום, preferred מהנצח אמר, from sunrise till the end of the day, but בדיעבד like many times, אם קראה משעלה עמוד השחר יצא. Interestingly, we didn't read it, by the Rishonim, the Rosh, others, the Mishnah says, by Megillah of Yom, the Mishnah says, Kol Hayom Zmana. The Gemara doesn't say Zmana Kol Halayla. The Gemara should have said equally, Kol Hayom Kol Halayla. Again, to emphasize, Ikar HaNes Bayom is the war. Everything that took place, the Nes is the war, yes?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what is Ikar HaNes? You're gonna say Ikar
Okay,
HaNes
this
is the
Ikar
war?
HaNes is the
general.
It's a victory, yeah. So this is here. Now, go a few pages further. Taf Reish Tzadik Bet. Taf Reish Tzadik Bet. If you look at your pages, it's Taf. Page Taf you get. Taf Reish Tzadik Bet. Taf Reish Tzadik Bet. הקורא את המגילה, this is at night, תזכרו, this is מרן, מברך לפניה שלושה ברכות. על מקרא המגילה, שעשה ניסים, ושהחיינו, זה ראשי תיבות מנח, exactly. וביום, here, right away, וביום, אינו חוזר ואומר שהחיינו. Where is he taking it from? See the little bit? Look at באר הגולה, וביום אינו חוזר וקורא, טור בשם הרמב"ם. This is a major מחלוקת רמב"ם and תוספות, ממש, major ראשונים, yes? יש ראשונים here and there. אינו חוזר, says the רמה, ויש אומרים, ואף ביום מברך שהחיינו. The same tour that brings the רמב"ם that says נעתו, טור בשם רבנו תם, which we saw inside, והראש והמגיד. וכן נוהגים בכל מדינות האלו, ואחד יכול לברך, ושני קורא.
מה זה?
No, you're saying, let's say, if I'm reading for you, should you say the barakot, or I can say the barakot, and you read? So he says, ואחד, this needs an explanation anyway. Sam is asking, the Kiddush is the same, by all of them.
What's that language, Yachol? Seems like optional.
Every time it says Yachol, means it prefers the one that reads, the one that does the mitzvah makes the barakot. By us, if you listen to the kriya from the barakot, it's as if you read it.
So if you want to, it's still okay.
So let's look now at the Mishnah Berurah, and then we'll try to give 3 explanations. So remember, the real question, okay, let's go to the Shechiyanu. Listen to what he says. Mishnah Berurah, the previous page in the bottom here. The Shechiyanu says, ונכון לכוון בברכת שהחיינו, גם על משלוח מנות וסעודת פורים. שהם גם כן מצוות. Remember, for ספרדים, because you say only one שהחיינו, so the announcement in the shul, by us they do it in the shul, you have to say at night. When you hear the Shechiyanu now, have in mind also the mitzvot of the day.
Makes that Ashkenazi position stronger.
Yeah, there's a man got it, yes. Ashkenazim is, with this I'm saying Shechiyanu tonight, of a mitzvah for tomorrow. There's no Mishloach Manot, there's no Seudah, there's nothing at night. Of course. No, but everyone agrees that the main Shechiyanu ceremony is the
Covers everything.
Yeah, like Sukkot, Shechiyanu for the whole.
Sukkot, you have to make sure you can't say Kiddush.
חכה, ביודיע זה, להשליח ציבור notify the one that reads the מגילה, בה"א כוונת שומע ומשמיע. Okay, now we say for אשכנזים, ויכוון זה בברכת שהחיינו ביום, בזמנם ביום, Please listen
So-
good.
Rabbi Prague, I'm Kiat Shofar. Do you have Shechianu on the second day?
Right, so Ashkenazim do and Sfaradim not. It's the same point.
It's the same problem, right? Is that
But it's not really the same. Listen
because
what-
there it's a sop that's a
But the
2-day
thing is-
issue?
Rosh Hashanah is two
Rani
separate days,
says
even
Rosh
though
Hashanah is two
it's
separate
not
days.
extension.
Two separate days. Here is the same day.
Yeah,
say
but the women say then when they make the Shechianu, they're supposed to think about something else, or you have
This is why we put fruit on the table. The
table,
second
correct?
on Rosh Hashanah because it's two separate days. But he's asking the shofar. Ashkenazim, you say Shechianu by the second day by shofar also. But lulav
It
not.
really, if it wouldn't be this wouldn't be a problem if the Sephardim did it correctly, correct?
Okay. Point scored.
Next week we're saying these jokes. Look further, look further. תקשיב טוב, זה דבר מאוד מעניין. תקשיב טוב, ומי שאין לו מגילה. Please listen carefully now.
Oh, there's no making.
A person is stranded somewhere, yes? The guy in the army told me that this year they're ordering hundreds of megillot because they never had so many requests for megillot. ומי שאין לו מגילה לא יברך שהחיינו סמי על משלוח מנות הסעודה. זהו דבר הנהוג בכל יום ובכל שבת ויום טוב.
Wait. So that pokes a hole in it.
You should always.
Time of the Gemara, today we don't do it. The time of the Gemara, Masechet Beitzah, the Gemara says that every Yom Tov, he used to send gifts or basically food to your friends. See, here's a problem now. If he's telling us to have in mind when he says Shechiyana, Mishloach Manot, so what happens if someone doesn't have a Megillah?
Yeah.
I'm asking you now a practical question. Practical question. A person is stranded somewhere. He doesn't have, and Purim is not going to be in a Jewish community. What should he do? So there is a halacha that we are unaware. You never practice. Hopefully you never practice it. But look, in the Shulchan Aruch, Siman, keep your finger here.
What's the question? No,
A person goes that he's going someplace
You're in
in
Bangladesh.
Africa.
You're in Bangladesh. You're stuck in Bangladesh. In Purim.
That's Purim. You would, Purim.
You're stuck there.
Look
Flight
at
got
that.
stuck.
Look at Tav Reish Pechet. Okay? Siman Tav Reish Pechet. 688. Okay? Seif Zayin.
And he doesn't have a
Tav Reish Pechet.
he has a Megillah. He's alone in Bangladesh with a Megillah without.
When he booked his flight, he knew that he's not going to happen. Listen what the Shulchan Aruch says. Tav Reish Pechet, Seif Zayin. Says the Shulchan Aruch, המפרש בים, if you go on a long journey on the ocean liner,
Yeah.
והיוצא בשיירה, or you joining a caravan, ואינו מוצא מגילה להוליך עמו, this is written 400 years ago, and it's correct for 2024. The person is on the ocean liner,
Yeah.
and he knows that you wouldn't have the Megillah.
Okay.
He
When he doesn't have a Megillah, is he talking about a Megillah Shaklaf or any Megillah?
No, a Megillah of paper is the New York Times. I mean, halachically, it's the same as the New York Times.
How many people in those days had klaf that they were traveling? Even today, how many people have klaf?
Today, an average Megillah is 1800. You see clearly in the Gemara that most people that learn how to write Ashuri.
Yeah.
They did it much faster.
Yeah.
Today it became a big deal, a big business. But listen, says Shulchan Aruch, if you go to Bangladesh, leave it the day before you go, even though it's not Purim yet. Here it is. Ikraena
Don't get
beyud
stuck in that spot.
gimal, or beyud bet,
Don't travel.
or be'achadasar belo berach. Which means the
Oh.
first Mishnah in Masechet
Read it
Megillah we learned
before.
that Chachamim made it easier on the villagers.
We assume there's a bracha there.
You could read it.
Over
Wait a
there,
minute. What happens if you're going away before Pesach and you're not going to be in the house to do B'dikat Chametz? What do you do there?
and the Gemara says if you leave 30 days before Pesach, which means if you left before Purim, then you can only make, it's enough if you make Bitul Chametz. If you live within a month, then you have to remove the chametz the night before you go.
And you make a bracha, and you make a bracha.
Definitely not. Because remember, whenever you stay the night before Pesach, this is the, you have to make the bracha. This is the obligation. This question is a big question. People go to Florida, to Israel. Listen to this, you never heard before. ואם אפשר להמתין עד הימים האלו, he left to Bangladesh 2 weeks before. יש אומרים שקורא סמי אפילו מתחילת החודש. שמעתי פעם דבר כזה? Read the Megillah today. Read the Megillah yesterday. מרן אומר יש, of course בלי ברכה. למה? למה? Look at the Mishnah Berurah. Why? Where do you have a hint for that? דכתיב והחודש אשר נהפך מיגון לשמחה. I mean, if a person has an important operation that cannot be postponed, they need the doctor, it's Purim morning, finished. What will he do? He will do exactly that. And Erev Purim, someone would come to his bed, will read the Megillah for him. Obviously, you wouldn't schedule that day, but
Rabbi, this is from the Rabbanan. How come that is so mahmir to have it from the parchment? I mean, we can read it from the book and we can hear the story, and this is the main thing. So,
no, every time Kriyas, remember, we have every time the pasuk.
But then also, Rabbi, let us read Hallel if I don't have a Megillah.
Kriya from paper is not a Kriya. Kriya is from cloth.
Kriya Shema.
Kriya. But
You say Kriya Shema.
the Torah never uses the word you have to Kriyat Shema. The Torah says you have to.
Could you
Kriyat
imagine
Shema is the no.
imagine
He's
having
asking.
paper tiffany and paper Mezuzah?
No,
You
but
can't think about it.
No, but he's
It
asking.
doesn't feel right.
No, but he's asking. We label it Kriyat Shema. It's we. He doesn't say in the Torah the word Kriyat Shema. Hey, I'm sorry. What did you say, Mel? What did you say? What did you say?
He's
Now he's on mute. Now he's on mute.
I'm trying to get off mute, Rabbi.
What?
I'm trying to get off mute. Okay. Rabbi, the question, we don't have a Megillah. Don't we learn that we could just say Hallel? You're somewhere in the middle of Bangladesh. You could say Hallel, can't you?
What we learned, he's saying.
Can you hear me?
He's saying is the Meiri says, but halacha l'maaseh we're not doing it. The Meiri says if someone is stranded, he would say the Hallel instead of the Megillah. We'll talk later about it. Here you realize this man did not fulfill mitzvah Megillah. He has Hallel, it's fine. Reading the Megillah has two parts to it. One is publicizing, reviewing, repeating the story, and bad Hallel. If someone is stranded, it says the Meir, you say Hallel. But of course, he's not saying the bracha on Hallel. And if he has a Megillah later, he has to read the Megillah again.
We don't read the Megillah on Shabbat because people might carry the
Correct.
Why don't we have the same thing on Sunday? We still have the same issue. Is there something that nowadays, or we all bring it from Friday afternoon before? We sort of have the same issue.
Saturday night.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Shabbat. You have to bring the Megillah before. They're supposed to be hiding.
But he's saying it could be a problem. People.
Because somebody might choose to bring it for the
Because they forgot, you forgot to bring the
It's sort
Megillah.
of the same problem as reading it on Shabbat.
What happens if you had a shofar? You had to blow it Saturday night, if there is.
You realize it.
I mean, it's just like maybe nowadays people at home,
The
maybe, I don't know.
Gemara said, not that me and you might carry on Shabbat. The one that reads the Megillah, he has to practice it. He's the one. The Gemara never talks about me and you. Yes, Bailulav, you should call it Bailulav. Bailulav, it's me and
Everybody
you.
has one.
But by shofar and by Megillah, she says.
But we don't say that about the.
But you still haven't gotten the answer on the Shechiana yet.
Requiring him to carry his stuff and bring.
Tosafot are asking this question.
So I would think the guy's an expert, whoever's reading the Megillah. would be-
Tosafot are saying since the guy's an expert, and the Megillah, you don't have to be an expert. Anyone that knows how to read.
Yeah, but you're saying in shofar, not everybody in shul. So you need two people bring shofar. But if you're telling me everybody had a Megillah, then everybody should have the problem because everybody would be carrying it.
No. I didn't say that everyone had, but I said it was much more accessible and easy. was much.
It was the way of
But
the world.
remember, no one had a paper.
Everything
No
was
one
done on
had
a scroll.
paper. Everyone had parchment. Today, by mezuzah and tefillin and Megillah, a third of the price, or maybe a quarter of the price, is a parchment. In the time of the Gemara, this
It
was
was the way of the
the.
world.
This is the way
That's
people.
how they came into the scrolls. They had so many scrolls in the secular world.
Look a second. Look
How was-
at the Rama. ומי הוא? אם נזדמן לו אחר כך מגילה, this man in Bangladesh, who read it in the beginning of the month, or read it 2
Yeah.
days
Hey,
before,
what happens when
אם נזדמן לו אחר כך מגילה, חוזר וקורא אותה ביום י"ד, yes, to read it again with the ברכה,
Wow.
because the first time, again, if you understand, we are aiming for something, wait a second, yes?
Wait, does he say Shechianu in the second time when he reads it?
Your question should be, does it say the first time?
All right, well.
Definitely, no, it's good, it's good. The answer is, of course, he's saying Shechianu.
On the second
That's
one.
the time.
See, the Chokhmah, what we're aiming really said is the question. Is the Shechianu at night on the day or the reading the Megillah? You realize?
It's on the day.
The Ashkenazic explanation says that the Yeshua is at night when you say Shechianu, on the day of Purim. The same way you say Shechianu v'kiman, that's a lady saying Shechianu by Pesach and Shavuot.
That was
when
the
they're
arrival of the
in
house. so to speak.
the arrival of the holiday. Then
The next day is
you have a
when it's what we're
mitzvot
doing.
of the holiday. Says the Pnei Yeshua, אתה שומע קריאת הלילה, זה קריאה. ושהחיינו גול שהחיינו לזמן הזה. And during the day, you say שהחיינו on the קריאה. The Sfaradim obviously are including everything in one, but the Pnei Yeshua says openly. What?
Sort of like support.
No, and here you see it clearly. The man already read the Megillah and the Halakha allows him to read it.
But he didn't do it in the
The
right time.
day,
So it's good. So it's both things for Shechianu, for Ashkenazim, because if it's something Mizman, Shechianu's Mizman Luzman, you have both things. You don't have Mishloach Manot often, and you don't have Mikra or Purim often.
But you realize that this guy in Bangladesh is obligated on Yudalet to give Mishloach Manot in Bangladesh. On Yudalet is obligated to use his credit card to give tzedakah. The only thing we allow him is the Kriyat HaMegillah. You realize, yes?
Wait a minute, you're allowed to use a credit card, or do you have to actually give it to an ani?
Yeah, you have to make sure that the ani gets the
Money on the
delivery
day.
that day.
We've talked about, that's why I asked, you've mentioned it before.
Do it at Bikurim, Matanot Yehudim. People get the money on the day.
And so what? You, Joseph, one of the explanations is every holiday you say Shechianu. Let's say Chanukah, yes? What happened if someone forgot Shechianu the first day? You can say the second day in the morning. I mean, really, we tell him, wait till you like again. But let's say it's the 8th day and you realize you never said Shechianu yet. 8th day, you forgot to say Shechianu.
On the day, not on
Right.
the yeah.
But what is it saying? It's not lighting the menorah. The answer is Shechianu is at the holiday of Chanukah. Chanukah is a holiday. Purim is the same. So those shitot tosafot, Shechianu at night is on the holiday. During the day is on the other mitzvot.
So this
Okay, so I'm gonna have to run.
we
We'll
do
continue.
Berachah was first time.
Oh, it's already time. Wow.
So
No Berachah.
this is the point. If there's no Shechianu,
No Berachah.
have a nice day.
Have a great day,
Thank you,
Rabbi.
Rabbi.